Where's KD always on?
Twitter.
Where are the biggest trolls?
Twitter.
Where's the youngest base that don't really know crap about sports that they're talking about?
Twitter.
That's him. You're in Twitter.
Right.
So like he's always in his phone. The man got multiple burner accounts and all that crap. Just like letting that deter his mind to making the true basketball fan, like me, you, Bree, and everybody else in this chat right here, the true basketball fan will recognize that when someone's great. Will recognize like, okay, Allen Iverson didn't win a ring. That man was still dominant. That man was still a baller, right? Patrick Ewing, Chris Paul, he's called the point guard and he never won a title.
Right.
He's labeled the point guard.
Yeah.
Right? Never won a title. But we respect this game.
Right.
John Stockton, one of the greatest point guards ever, never won a title. Karl Malone never won a title. You know what I mean? So he could be getting something like that too.
Yeah. All right. So a couple of responses here that I got made. So Young Disciple says, I guess he says that comes from y'all being hypercritical of this era, and I think he's speaking maybe to Kevin Durant's commentary. Young Disciple, I'm not going to speak for anyone else. I'm going to speak for myself here. What you see as me being hypercritical of this era is not necessarily that. What it is me responding to so many people who call themselves basketball fans of the modern era, who make a lot of commentary denigrating the previous eras and don't know what they're talking about. Yeah. Welcome back to another episode of Format Podcast Live, Wednesday night edition. What's going on, everybody? Got a great show lined up for y'all tonight. So sit back, kick back, relax, and listen up. And we got a good one here. So yes, Transformer, what's good, my man?
Man, what's lacking, brother? Not nothing.
All right. Maintaining. You know how we do. All right, man. Let's get to it. Let's give a shout out to the channel members like we always do, because they help to make it special and they show that love and support constantly. So thank you very much to the channel members. You know who you are. That's Coach T, number one, host of the Be Ready Sports Podcast. Thank you, sir. It's not that serious. What's going on, brother? Chief Sid Bubba, always. Special shout out to you. Everything you've done for our great nation, everything you do for our show. Thank you so much for the support. And shout out, of course, to the boys from Annapolis.
Anchors away. Order arms, man.
Cool. Baltimore Bruce, what's good? Steve, king of the chat, what's good, my brother? Nino, what's popping? Sneed, got what you need. Always appreciate the support. And of course, main man Micah, New York, stand up. All right. So like I said, we got a really good show for you tonight. We're going to talk, obviously, first round of NFL playoffs. We're going to talk college football playoff semifinals. Kevin Durant and his ring culture comments. And of course, Bleacher Report's most overrated list. So we got some good stuff and, of course, quick hits. But before we get to that, you know what time it is. We'll hit the spiel. We'll come back and then we'll get right into it. Let's go. If you're watching here on YouTube, make sure you go ahead, click that subscribe, that like, that notification bell. Make sure you're kept up to date whenever we drop new content on the channel. If you want the audio-only version of the podcast, open up your audio podcast platform, hit the search bar, type in The Format Podcast. We should come right up. If you're enjoying the content, make sure you give us a like, leave us a 5-star review, and drop a comment. All that stuff helps us rise in the algorithm, helps us find more sports fans, helps more sports fans find us. Make sure you write it down, put it in your phone, make a note of it. The Format Podcast is live Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern. And finally, if you're really and truly enjoying the content we're delivering you, make sure you hit that join button. There's going to be exclusive content here just for you. You know what to do. Oh, man.
But all right, guys. So Kevin Durant says the quiet part out loud about ring culture. Oh man, this got interesting. So Kevin Durant was cited going back and forth on social media, where he normally utilizes for trolling, but he did so in an engaging manner that rose a lot of questions when the two-time champion had these things to say. In particular about the playoffs, fans and media have to accept that they've ruined basketball discourse by diminishing the importance of the regular season. Playoffs are the most important part of the year, but you can't make the playoffs without a great regular season. If you don't win a ring, you're a loser. The storytelling around the game is the worst it's ever been, and I believe it's a huge problem. Boy, this drove a lot of controversy, especially between Bruce and whoever else wants to discuss this topic. But a couple of NBA legends had some things to say. But first, before we get into what the NBA legends had to say, Bruce, man, oh man, oh man, what was your take on this tweet or two tweets here? Or do we still call them tweets?
I guess. I mean, you can't call them X's, can you?
Yeah, I
so
don't
we
know.
just still call them tweets, yeah.
I guess we call them tweets.
Yeah, I don't think there's a term for. Yeah, you can't X something. First of all, why you made that face before when you try to hand me the joint, you made that face. I saw that. Like Edward or something. But anyway. He was over there like, Bruce, what's your thought on this topic? I saw that. You think I didn't see that? I saw it.
I don't think I did it on purpose.
You already know where I'm going.
There's probably a natural reaction.
Right. So, all right. People want to say KD is the top 10 player of all time.
Yeah.
He's not. You want to say that he's one of the all-time greatest. Yeah, he's very, very good. He might make my top 15. But regardless, I think this is really interesting. But I think the question is like where you put him. But yeah, so my thing is when it comes to KD and him making these topics, and when you say, if you don't win a ring, you're a loser, and trying to blame it, the basketball, the storytelling around the game is the worst it's ever been, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no. I said, I think it's so hypocritical because if KD really and truly believed that, then he wouldn't have did what he did and ran to Golden State to get those 2 rings. Now, let me be clear. I'm also not absolving Steph, right? We talked about that before.
Correct.
Steph being the guy that he's supposed to be and being the leader he's supposed to be should not have tried to pull KD in to being on that team. He should have got healthy. He should have let Bron's team get healthy. They should have run that back and truly see who's better, right?
Yep.
I'm with you 1,000%. That said, if you are KD, you don't make those comments having done what you did. Now, if we're honest, again, while not the exact same situation, we know who made it cool to move like this. Anyway, I find it very interesting that you have certain athletes in this generation of the NBA trying to, quote unquote, poo-poo the ring culture and the importance of championships, right? I don't know why they do that. And it's only specific individuals within this specific time frame, because everybody else, all the other greats, seem to have understood the importance of winning championships. And before we kind of get into that, Transform, you go ahead and give me your thoughts on what I just said, and then we can get the thoughts from some of the all-timers on winning and what it means or doesn't mean.
It's fair. I mean, it's fair what you're saying, because my biggest thing on what KD is saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
You did what you did to go to Golden State. Why?
Mm-hmm.
To win a ring. So you, even if what you believe is true, right? You fed into it.
Mm-hmm.
You attribute it to the ring culture.
Yes.
So I don't like when people who attribute to the ring culture in the way that they do. Right. So like if a Giannis says this, different story. If a Jokic says this, okay, different story. I have something different to say, because you didn't do nothing necessarily to add to the ring culture vibe that KD's trying to speak. So it's like it's a message, but the wrong messenger. Mm-hmm. That's what it is to me. It's a message, but the wrong messenger. Because in certain cases, when people are explaining and talking about the greats and the all-time greats, what's the ultimate de facto measuring stick?
Championships,
right?
Mm-hmm.
But in a lot of cases, frequently too, players are negating championships and putting players who didn't win championships over these guys. So in some cases, it's kind of getting flipped now. What KD is saying is that what I believe is what he's. I'm not going to say what he's saying because I'm not KD. What I believe that he's saying is that you are still considered a great player without winning a championship.
Nobody argued that.
And I'm trying to figure out exactly whom he's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's talking about James Harden or a couple of his other teammates, because the greats like Patrick Ewing and the Allen Iversons and the Charles Barkleys, they still get talked about. But yeah, you see Charles Barkley get joked on a lot by Shaq. Well, what did you win? And Charles says, well, nothing. But how many coattails did you ride? Right? That's always the response from Charles to Shaq. So I say that all to say his message, unique nonetheless, but it's like, bro, you attributed to it. If you went to OKC and he went to San Antonio, then okay, different story. He can say what he wants. But bro, you went to the 73-9 Warriors team. And them the only 2 times you sniffed that championship since then. You went to Brooklyn, tried to do the same thing. Kyrie Irving, James Harden.
Okay, let me interrupt you. One, Edward, how many times we've been over this? Stop lying. Stop lying. Barkley got traded to Houston from Phoenix. Did not know he was going to be traded and got traded. He did not go there trying to super team up. Stop lying. Repeating the same lie doesn't make it true. You know what? I can send you the link. You can come up here and get cooked in front of everybody. I can send you the link. Say when. I got you, bro. I got you. Don't try that, man. You know I don't have that. All right. That said, where was I? Yeah, I think the reason KD is doing that is for the exact same reason you just pointed out, Transformer. He has not been able to win post Golden State, and people have gotten on him about that, and so he feels the need to respond. That's in the back of his head. So he's got to feel the need to respond about that. But he's being disingenuous because he knows, like everybody else knows, yes, you can be a fantastic all-time great player without a championship. Charles Barkley, like we mentioned, Karl Malone, John Stockton, who are the other? Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, all-time greats. James Harden, who I don't think he's an all-time great, but statistically he'll probably go down.
Great scorer.
But the point is, you can be those things. George Gervin, no championship, right? And so the fact is, though, like everything in life, there's tiers to things. And when you start measuring out where the all-time greats line up, those rings start to matter. And it's really ridiculous. For instance, a couple weeks ago, Christmas Eve, you and I did the show about Wilt Chamberlain, right?
Yeah.
Arguably one of the greatest statistical performers, marvels, players in the history of the game. Why don't they rate Wilt Chamberlain where they should? Because he's 2-4 in the finals. He didn't win enough. Jerry West, is the freaking logo of the NBA, right?
You said it right. Jerry logo is fine.
Right. One of the greatest Lakers of all time, without question. And we know what it means in the history of this game to be one of the greatest Lakers. We know that, right?
Yeah.
So he's that. He's the literal logo of the league, but he's not even top 10. No one talks about him that way. Why not? Because he didn't win enough. When you don't win,
was that 1-9?
1-8. When you don't win, you don't get in those discussions, no matter how good you are. It's that simple. So I think Kevin Durant is being super, super disingenuous when he makes comments like this, right? So if you're ready, can we go into some of the commentary of some of the other all-time greats?
Sure.
What they think about winning?
Sure.
Okay, let's start with your guy, the Mamba. Would you like to read that?
Oh, okay. I would not mind reading anything that the Mamba ever placed on God's green earth, other than what happened in 2008. All right, losing is losing. There aren't different degrees of losing. You either win a championship or you're shit. It's very black and white to me. Second place means you're the first loser. Winning takes precedence over all. There's no gray area. No almosts. Hopefully, my Laker legacy would be that of a champion. That's why we play. Nothing else matters. This franchise does not hang divisional banners. It does not hang conference championships. We hang one banner and one banner only, and that's NBA titles. Now, I will add to that, this is before the play-in banner, which isn't the Lakers' fault.
Right.
That was an NBA rule.
Yes.
So,
yes. No.
That was Adam Silver. That wasn't. That was
no.
not.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
But nobody's gonna say Kobe is not one of the all-time greats, right? So he understood the value of winning championships. But that's cool. We can just assume that was just one guy, right? So let's go to another all-time great and see what he has to say about championships.
Oh, this is like great.
Who's that guy?
Oh man. I'll read this. I'll read this from this Celtic.
Okay.
Now, this is one man I will always say he deserves praise from a Laker fan.
Okay, you get to read this if I get to read Magic's. Can I read Magic's?
Fair.
Okay.
That's fair. All right. On the ultimate goal, Bird once famously said, I do not know if I practice more than anybody, but I sure practice enough. I still wonder if somebody else out there were practicing more than me. This mindset was always geared toward one result. The only thing that matters is winning a championship. On the pressure of winning in Boston, Bird embraced the high expectations of the Celtics, banner culture, noting that in Boston, if you don't win a championship, it's a letdown season.
So now we've heard two of the top 10 players of all time, wherever you put them is where you put them, and they are directly disagreeing with Kevin Garnett talking about championships and what championships mean, how important they are to the legacy, right? Nino says, and this is an interesting point, Nino says, ring culture got y'all thinking Draymond better than Kenyon Martin. Who thinks that? No one thinks that. Just because you have a ring as a role player or even a very good role player on a championship team doesn't make you great. We're talking about the addition of rings in the discussion to the all-time great players. Nobody thinks Robert Horry is better than Michael Jordan, despite the fact that he's got more championships. So let's not be disingenuous here when we talk about the quote-unquote ring culture. We know what KD's doing, and it's all BS. It's all BS. All right. Let's go on. Next up. Let's see. Since you just did Bird, pause.
I lied. I'm doing Magic too. No, I'm messing with you. Go ahead.
Come on, man. No, I got to do it. You know how I am.
I'm messing with you.
All right.
And notice that's the longest one too. Wow.
You know what? All right. I'll do the first two.
No. You good. Cook, man. Cook. I'm just messing with you.
Magic Johnson, my favorite Laker, as if I should have one, but the guy I think is the second greatest player of all time, said, I know, right? Winning as the ultimate goal. Magic has often stated, I've always believed that winning is the most important thing. It doesn't matter what your individual stats are if you're not winning championships. I guess Magic never wore a shirt that said, check my stats. Anyway, the Lakers standard. He frequently mentions that for the Lakers, the only thing that matters is winning championships. That's the standard we set, and it's what we expect every year. Team success over individual glory. Magic has famously said, I'd rather have one championship ring than all the individual awards in the world. The joy of winning with your teammates is incomparable. Legacy built on titles. In recent discussions about team history, he explains that a player's true legacy is cemented by the titles they bring to their city, often using the 1986-87 Showtime Lakers as the gold standards. And that right there, those Lakers are one of the best teams in NBA history, without question. Yeah, them no looks, boy. Yeah, for real. And so we say all that to say we're showing all-time great after all-time great, understanding the importance of winning championships. So this stuff KD is kicking, nah, it's straight BS.
Now,
yes,
we got more.
Yeah, we do.
We got more NBA greats. Okay, cool. Okay, I won't say what I was going to say then. Go ahead.
Yeah. So we're gonna go with the GOAT here. I'm not out here to sweat for 3 hours just to say I'm an all-star. I'm out there for the jewelry. Right.
That's a bar.
Yeah. Tim Duncan, standing over the court and holding up the trophy. It's so great. You want to keep doing it over and over. If we win, I'm happy. The rest is just stuff. And finally, we have Jerry West, who we talked about. Unfortunately, he's one of the greatest losers of all time. Only one, and it's not fair to call him a loser, but we're talking about on the championship stage. Yeah. He noted the hollow feeling of regular season success followed by a finals loss, pointing out the Lakers had won 55 games, far more than the champion Celtics that year, yet the lack of a title made the season's end difficult to bear. In his autobiography and later interviews, West often described himself as a perfectionist who felt a sense of depression following these losses, famously stating in other contexts that losing is much more personal than winning is. And so we bring all this stuff up to say, we showed you all these quotes because it seems like all the other all-time greats understood what championships mean. Then all of a sudden, you hear LeBron, ring culture is weird. I don't know where they get this, winning a ring is the A-all, B-all. When he's the same guy who said winning a ring made him the greatest of all time. But this is not even about him. This is about Kevin Durant and his recent comments. Basically, I just don't understand these guys decrying ring culture when so much of the things they've done in their career was for chasing championships. Well, either it is or it isn't. Like, what's the deal here? I don't understand it.
What I would say,
yes,
and where I think KD's trying to go, but again, wrong messenger to say what he's going to say what he said. Wrong messenger. Today's NBA, as soon as these guys get in the league, the first thing they're trying to say, he's got to win a title. I think that's where he's getting at. Because back when Kobe first got in, or previous games when they first get in their rookie year, sophomore year, they're like, okay, we're looking for this kid to achieve greatness, and maybe he can win a title. That's how the conversations went back then, right? These guys are getting the NBA now. What do they say? What did they say about Victor Wembanyama before he took a dribble in the NBA?
So the one that stands out to me is if he is, what was it? They said if he has half of the career Olajuwon has, he's a failure. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. They said that he had the opportunity to be the greatest of all time.
How many titles did Hakeem have?
Two. Mm-hmm.
So you're already putting a hard expectation on somebody before they even dribble the ball. What did they say about Cooper Flag before he got dribbled the basketball in the NBA, Bruce?
They said that he would be the next one.
The savior.
Yeah.
The second great white hope.
Yes.
I mean,
we've been looking for since '93.
putting these title claims on these guys so early, I'm just remiss to say that's what he's probably trying to get at. A part of it, I'm pretty sure he's trying to cover his own ass too. But a part of it, I agree with. So I'm like 75-25 on this, because the whole most of the 75 is, bro, you're a part of it. This negates everything that you're saying. But 25% of it is like, okay, I can see where you want to go. For others, just not for you. I can see where you want to go, because saying that, this guy, when he comes in, he doesn't win a title, his career is a failure. Well, okay, so Patrick's is a failure. Allen Iverson, failure. Charles Barkley, failure. But they had great careers.
Yeah.
Championship runs. Better players just got in their way. Jordan got in a lot of people's way. Kobe, Duncan got in a lot of people's way.
Dream got in Ewing's way.
Dream got in Ewing's way. Bird and Magic got in each other's way. But nobody else during that time was winning titles. So people get in your way. So I think that maybe that's where he wants to go, but he's just not the one to say it. Tweet that to somebody, text that to somebody else and be like, bro, tweet this.
Tweet this. right.
Tweet this. Because it would make more sense coming from Giannis already won a title. Give me somebody. I'm trying to think of who hasn't won yet. Jesus Christ.
DeRozan. He's
DeRozan.
Not but
very good player. Yeah. If a DeRozan said
Devin Booker?
Devin Booker's kind of young still. How long has he been in the league?
Devin Booker's been in the league 10 or more years.
Been in the league Devin Booker been in the league 10 years?
Yeah, man, he's been in the league a long time.
No way.
Yeah.
Really? Or Dame kind of jumped, but no, he got traded. If Dame said it, I'll believe it. Like I would have like it would hold a little bit more weight because Dame didn't do the jump team and the chase ring thing and go win a title that way, right? He fought as hard as he could in Portland. With the Milwaukee, didn't work out. He went right back to Portland. He didn't bother trying to jump on another team and doing something like that. So if he said this message, I'm like, okay, maybe he's in fear of Chris Paul. Great Chris Paul. Absolutely, perfect response. But he kind of did jump on some teams, though. Yeah, but, he didn't jump on like later on in his career, he started jumping on some teams.
Yeah.
He started jumping ship. Yeah. But okay, Devin Booker's 28-29. Thank y'all, man. Y'all responding to the chat. I love it. This is why y'all here. We don't have an assistant yet because we're not that big. Maybe once we get about 25K subscribers, we'll get a producer. But get a producer. Yeah. But like again, man, him saying the quiet part out loud is just the wrong person being loud. Like, why are you being loud, bro? Because as soon as you say something, everybody's gonna always remember 2017, 2018. Sorry. Yeah. You did it. You did it. So if the ring culture wasn't big, please no, Steve. No, we love you, bro. But no. If the ring culture wasn't that important, you wouldn't have jumped to Golden State.
Correct.
But the part about basketball itself, like the regular season, I feel like that's coming from the real KD. KD loves to hoop. That's all he cares about is hooping. That's all he truly cares. I believe deep down inside, if it wasn't for the media aspect kind of getting on him about not winning a championship and KD just went about his career, that man will be fine wherever the hell he was at because he was a hooper. But why he's like a natural hooper.
Yeah, but why is he acting like people don't understand how great Dominique Wilkins, or as you mentioned, Charles Barkley, or Stockton, or Malone, and all these guys? People know how great they are. They just can't get to certain discussions because they
don't have a seat at the table.
So like, why is he acting as if nobody would call those guys losers, except maybe somebody like Edward who thinks Jokic in? But anyway, nobody would call those guys losers. So like, I don't understand where he's going with that. Unless he's talking about these young fans now who don't know much of anything, who lack knowledge of the history of the game. It could be that, but
that's another good point, Bruce. I didn't think about that. Because you hear these young boys, all these young kids say, "Who won the title?" Damn, bro, you didn't see the rest of the man's career,
right?
You see how good he played. Like Charles Barkley sucked; he never won. Yeah, I actually heard that one before. Like, why is Charles Barkley talking? He never won anything. Damn. That man was probably the most dominant 6'7" guy in NBA history.
Right.
What's 6'5"? My bad. That played that position.
Right.
Like, that man was an animal, right? You look at Patrick Ewing. Patrick Ewing got curb stomped by Michael Jordan, and he's not nothing. Obviously, you didn't watch Patrick Ewing play.
Like 7 games going to war with those Bulls, but
obviously you didn't see him play.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not finna sit here and say James Harden's career is trash. Like, bro, you just didn't get a chance to see him play
because I wouldn't say it's trash.
A little overrated, but I'm not gonna say it's trash. But like these younger kids, man, on these court, boy, they talk crazy. They talk. Sometimes I might be feeling like I pull out my belt, and I got gym shorts on.
Oh wow!
I gotta pull out the belt.
Stupid. Wow, really, Case? That's crazy. Yeah. Leave people like that alone.
These young kids is weird, and you know, in another part,
he did win though. He won one.
Yeah, but and you know what? I didn't think about this till just now. Right? Where's KD always on?
Twitter.
Where are the biggest trolls?
Twitter.
Where's the youngest base that don't really know crap about sports that they're talking about?
Twitter.
That's him. You're in Twitter.
Right.
So like he's always in his phone. The man got multiple burner accounts and all that crap. Just like letting that deter his mind to making the true basketball fan, like me, you, Bree, and everybody else in this chat right here, the true basketball fan will recognize that when someone's great. But recognize like, okay, Allen Iverson didn't win a ring. That man was still dominant. That man was still a baller, right? Patrick Ewing, Chris Paul he's called the point guard, and he never won a title.
Right.
He's labeled the point god.
Yeah.
Right. Never won a title. But we respect this game.
Right.
John Stockton, one of the greatest point guards ever, never won a title. Karl Malone never won a title. You know what I mean? So he could be getting something like that too.
Yeah. All right. So a couple of responses here that I gotta make. So Young Disciple says, I guess he says that comes from y'all being hypercritical of this era. And I think he's speaking maybe to Kevin Durant's commentary. Young Disciple, I'm not going to speak for anyone else. I'm going to speak for myself here. What you see as me being hypercritical of this era is not necessarily that. What it is me responding to so many people who call themselves basketball fans of the modern era, who make a lot of commentary denigrating the previous eras and don't know what they're talking about. People also who make a lot of commentary and they lack the the historical knowledge of the game to say the things that they say. They also lack the knowledge of the current game to say the things that they say. So they're constantly taking shots, right? So when I respond and I say, well, ABC, this, that, oh, you just hating on this era. No, I'm not hating on it. I'm not being hypercritical, but I'm being objective. When I talk about Jokic not being what they say he is, why? Because of putting the context on it, right? The people that he played against, the era that he plays against, the rules that he plays with, right? You can't put him in certain places because he's been able to do what he's doing based on the conditions that he's playing under. Can't hate him for that. But when you start making historical comparisons, okay, now I got to start nitpicking, right? So it's not being hypercritical, right? So that's one. And two, the other thing is, Bree says, I don't think changing teams should be held against a player. If you're going to be an all-time great and you go team up with other all-time greats instead of beating them, yeah, it should be held against you. Or at the very least, it should be evaluated when you start getting placed in historical perspective against other all-time greats that didn't do that. So no, free agency is free agency. You have the right to go where you want to go. But like anything else in life, even because you have the right to do something doesn't mean there won't be repercussions for said choices. So that's where I am on that. This entire, yeah. So that's my thought.
This entire era gets saved from '90s fans due to LeBron. I don't understand where that comes from. But yeah, I don't understand where that comes from. But again, man, good message from the wrong person. The quiet part out loud came from the wrong loudest. It came from Michael Irvin. We wanted to hear from Jerry Rice.
That's a great analogy. I love that. That's a great analogy.
Not you. We don't want to hear from you. We'll hear from Jerry.
That's a great analogy. Man. I like that.
Yeah, but it's weird because like I can a part, like I said, a part of me, 25% of me hears what Kevin Durant's saying. Because like I look at it from the younger perspective, social media, Twitter, and it's always beat into your brain championship. So people, this younger generation that's coming behind us is more like, well, if they didn't win the championship, but they suck, they're trash. Like Charles Barkley's trash, bro? No, absolutely not. Shaq talks shit about Charles not being getting the chip, but you would never hear Shaq call Charles trash.
Right.
Never.
Right.
Like exactly. Absolutely not. He wasn't trash.
Exactly.
I was just in his way. Jordan was just in his way. We got in his way, right? You can't shade someone who got shaded. I don't get that one. They didn't have the freedom to move like they do now.
So that's not true, right? In 1976, free agency was instituted in the NBA. Unrestricted free agency, as we see it today, came in 1988. So in 76, you had free agency, so a player could move. However, a team that the player was on could match any offer a player received from another team. So if I want to go play for the Transformers, and I played for the Celtics could match it and keep me, so I can't move the way I wanted to move. So I'll give you that part. But in 1988, modern free agency as we know it was instituted. But guess what, though? Like I always say, guys back then, they didn't want to team up. They wanted to beat each other. So I'm not sure where the lack of competitive fire came into play, or what. Well, I know where it came in, and I know why. But that's not the point. The point is, we can't say that guys didn't have the ability to move like they do because they've had it since '88. So we gotta keep that in mind.
I don't think y'all have watched sports shows the last 19 years. Help me out on that, Nino.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think he's trying to. Nino has always been a proponent of the media being one of the major problems with the modern NBA in terms of how they present it. So I think that's what he's referring to. Correct me if I'm wrong, Nino.
No, that's fair though.
Woodage, no, I wanted to go play for the Decepticons. There you go.
Autobots are Decepticons. Steve Nash didn't win a championship. That's correct. Reggie Miller didn't win a championship. Yeah, man.
That's right.
Keep throwing them in. Keep throwing them back in there. Can you pull back up what KD said? Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Here we go.
Would you like for me to read it though, Bree?
I think Bree can read. Bree is a college graduate.
Oh yeah. She got a little college. She got a little education. She got an education. You go get some college. Go get your education, girl. If you know education, you know ball.
Young disciple. We're not turning this into a LeBron discussion. I see that's what you want to do, but let's keep this simple. It's not about downplaying finals appearances, but I don't know how you believe you can get the same credit for losing the finals that you can for winning them. We got to stop this.
I think that losing column deserves context, but that's just my opinion.
Well, it does, but again, I always point to Jerry West. He's one of the greatest players ever, but he gets bumped way down that list because he didn't win enough. Think about it. If Wilt Chamberlain was even 500 in the finals, wouldn't most people rate him higher with his incredible statistic performance?
He's already high enough for me. Top 5, no matter what the hell you say.
I know, right? But I mean, some of the real old people say he's the best basketball player ever. I can't go that far. I didn't see it. I don't know. But I will say, his greatness would be even more remembered had he won.
He won more than 2.
Yeah.
Is 3 enough?
I think if he was even 500, right? When you're under 500, that's a big hit, man. LeBron is somehow the only guy who manages to survive that. I don't know how well.
Because I think because me as a fan, I look at the fact that you got 4 freaking titles, right? The fact that you're 4 and 6. I think he's 4 and 6 now.
4 and 6, yeah.
4 and 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got that 6 more times, right? People they create this ratio of 4 to 6, and you try to somehow poo-poo it. I don't like this ain't like normal freaking math. It doesn't. That's not how it should work.
Yeah, I was about to say, if your kid takes 4 tests and passes 4 of them, I don't think you're going to be
different because at the end of the day, that
nothing they can tell you that's going to make a 40% win ratio okay.
That's your GPA. We're talking about winning championships.
Where else in life is a 40% win ratio okay, though? Seriously.
We're talking about winning championships.
Okay, that's fine. Where else in life is a 40% win ratio okay?
I think in sports it should be.
40. Okay.
If you went 10 times and you won 4 of them, that's like, bro, you still that's still great to me. 4 titles.
Listen, I've always said LeBron is great. I've always said he's had one of the greatest careers in history. But there's no way I'm putting him where some people want to put him when he lost that much on the biggest stage. Can't do it.
Okay, when you put context in certain things, why don't you put context in why he has a losing record?
Because the same people who want to do that, they don't put context in anything else. That's why. You can't have it both ways. You can't. When he wins, he's the greatest thing ever. When he loses, it's someone else's fault and all this stuff. Nah. We're not.
No. I'm not talking about greatest ever.
I get it.
Why can't we put contexts in the loss? Because it's 2 losses that I feel like I'm like, okay, that's just bully mode. 2 losses. I'm like, nah.
Okay, well, let's keep it simple because nobody else gets that benefit, right? We could say, I'm going to go to my guy, Hakeem the Dream, right?
Hakeem the Dream.
I go to that guy back in 1986 when they upset your Lakers and ruined what would have been the greatest finals of all time, right? I think your Lakers won 67 games that year.
We were hot and dominant.
Won 65, right? So
hot
we
and
were
trash.
Right. We were ready for the rematch of 85, what y'all did to us, right? Cool. So it was a position where the Rockets upset them in the Western Conference Finals, go on to play the Celtics, 86 Celtics, 40-1 at home that season, one of the greatest teams of all time. Most people regard them as a top 5 team ever, right? Cool. Nobody gives Dream the benefit of saying, look at who Dream played with versus who he played against. He gets no excuses. He gets no context. He just didn't win, right? No excuses, no context. Cool. Why does LeBron, the guy we're bringing up, why does he always get excuses and context for why he didn't win? Think about it. Have we ever heard any other superstar who lost in the finals? And I know we're moving off the KD thing. This always happens, and we'll get back to that. But think about it. What other superstar do you know, league leading level, face of the league level player, what other one do you know gets an excuse for losing in the finals? For instance, because Kobe gets no excuse.
Let me answer you.
Oh wait, yes.
Let me answer you. Nobody had something this egregious ever happen to them in NBA history. That is a fact. Nobody had that happen to him. Nobody. That's never happened. He went against something that never happened to not one great, from Bill Russell all the way to Michael Jordan to Magic to Bird to Kobe. That never happened.
And what is that? I'm sorry, I wasn't following.
The KD Golden State thing. That's what I'm talking about. I don't care. I'm not talking about the Spurs one. Yeah, the Spurs one. Okay. Yeah, I mean, he was a pup. He got cooked. He was a pup.
But what I'm saying is, okay. For me, it doesn't matter which one it is, whether it's the Spurs one that he lost, right? Or getting beat by Dallas, or getting run off the floor by the Spurs.
He lost.
Last one in Miami.
He lost.
Or losing in Cleveland to Golden State and KD, that loaded squad. The point I'm trying to make is, somehow we're always looking for context and a reason why he lost. No other superstar to that level gets that, right? Kobe, when he was in 08, he was the guy.
Wait a minute. No,
hold on.
Y'all did that shit in 2010.
I'm going to use Kobe. Does he get an excuse for losing to the Celtics in 08? Does he?
Y'all, no, we don't.
He doesn't, right?
He don't get an excuse. I mean, we blame Pau Gasol being a bit
no, but I mean
being a baby at that time.
I mean by the fans and the media is what I'm saying. There's
no. But y'all tried to throw one in 2010.
Don't worry about all that.
The Celtics had an excuse in 2010.
Yeah, we had to say something. No, y'all were just better than us. Real talk. Y'all were just better than us. Nah, no question about it. Y'all did what you had to do, and But but you understand where I'm coming from?
No. I get it. And that's why I leave it alone. That's just the way I feel, right? That's just the way I feel. Yeah. But to this ring culture thing, I mean, the media and just social media, that is, as well. And to Nino's point, the media does it as well. I just think they label it so early in players' careers that when they're always set to expect, like, every great's not gonna win. This is not how it works.
Right.
If that's the case, then they would say, all right, I'm just, because LeBron's in the top of my mind now. LeBron, you won this year, you're disqualified for winning the championship next year.
Right.
Somebody else has to win it next year. Steph, you got it. Cool, you're eliminated. Who's next? Who else wants to win a championship? Right? It just doesn't work like that, man. But it's like when someone is at the top, people are always going to tear them down. Look at SGA. They ain't got nothing. They got nothing bad to say about that man. So they say free throw merchant. If that's Luka. Why do I keep saying SGA when it's Luka, man? Luka's the real free throw merchant.
Because that's why, though. They constantly, they try to take shots at SGA. Freaking your brother.
I just don't like the offensive fouls. That's it.
Your brother sends me stuff all the time about SGA. I'm like, really? He just mad because SGA better than Jokic and he about to take another MVP. That's all that is.
So how many MVPs Jokic got?
He got 3.
You got to catch up a little bit, bro.
Yeah, no doubt. He about to be close. He about to be one closer this year.
3-2.
About to grab another one.
3-2, and they tied that championship. So he's getting a little greasy in this era.
Yeah. But anyway, man, what do you think? You want to open up the lines and take a couple calls on this, man?
I'm sure. Let Bree call first.
Yes, Bree,
you call first.
Let's give us your thoughts on this. I want to hear from you.
Because I know it's about to get ugly.
904-219-8264. 904-219-8264. Look at this. Yo, Edward is wild. He's such a homosexual that he revels anytime freaking OKC is losing or struggling because somehow he thinks that makes Joker better. That's wild. That is wild. You notice he does that though, right?
Oh man.
What's up, Bree?
Hey.
What's going on?
I'm excited. Wait, I've never called in a show before.
Really?
Actually, yeah.
Really?
You normally on the shows. That's why.
Yeah, that's true.
I used to call 92Q all the time thinking they were going to answer.
Yeah, it's hard, man. You know, we're not that big yet. When we get big, we're not going to answer. No, I'm just joking.
But we have your number on speed now. I mean, we got your number, so we
already got you. No bull podcast.
Let's go. If you know bull, you know ball.
That's it. What you got on the topic, Bree?
Okay, so on what KD said,
yes.
I think what stood out to me the most is he immediately let it. He let it with fans and the media.
Mm-hmm.
And that frustrates me because I understand the narratives that are being spun. Just coming to the game with the podcast, I see the comments that people say about the things I say, the things y'all say. Oh man, like I see it. I'm so in the community watching everybody. I understand to what Katie's saying to a point, but I think the players got to hold themselves accountable too for the narratives that are being spun. For example, LeBron. I mean, he trolls us. He with the alcohol thing and being the king and the commercials, or KD with his podcast appearances. I think I think these max deals, these shoe contracts, the media hype, when it comes to them criticizing us, they have to understand that they contribute to it too.
Absolutely.
So I don't think, they're just not in a place to speak to it. So when KD said it, I don't even think he was coming from a place of basketball when he said it. And that's what pisses me off, because he tried to make it seem like, oh, it's just about the game. When we know damn well, KD, you the top player ever. It is not just about the game. Breathe.
You know what? You make a great point. And that's something that I think I've said similar to that in the past. Like, it seems like modern players, especially certain modern players, they get upset with the social media and when people, quote unquote, go at them or talk down on them or whatever. But they act as if that same social media and all that attention is not what they crave and doesn't bring them extra money. Right. So exactly. I'm like, they want to have it both ways, but you can't have it both ways. I don't get it at all.
They can't have, they understand. They also know the game too, because in the NBA, if you look at the All-Stars, right, look at who's getting voted in. There's guys that are better than who's listed in the super fan vote, but because people, they're media friendly, they're golden boys, they're people that they actually want to see, like Scotty Barnes, for example.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the media doesn't really like Scotty Barnes. So then the fans don't talk about it, but he's actually really good. So it's just like, he should be an All-Star this year, in my opinion. Like, that's just a small example.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, I think a big part of that, unfortunately, is that he's in Canada, right? So being in a removed media market also doesn't help you.
Versus like Luka's leading number one. He's in LA.
But okay. Luka on the Lakers, I get it, on a more renowned organization, but we're not going to act like the Raptors didn't just win a championship a few years ago.
No, I got you, but again, like, they were in Canada. Do you think that I don't think they got the same level of attention
they didn't
that OKC got last year. And OKC's a tiny media market.
Okay, that's fair. They don't got the same money. How about that? They don't got the same money.
That's true too. Ooh, And B,
then it didn't help because Kawhi left like the very next season. Like he won a chip and bounced.
Right. Hey, at least he won a chip there, right?
It's a pick and choose culture.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is not about the game no more. So I get KD saying that. If he didn't bring up the media and bring up the fans, I would have had a lot more respect for what he said, because I'm like, finally, someone's highlighting about how it should be about the game. But none of the basketball players are talking about that. They don't talk about it enough. I would love for them to say, like, let's put basketball first, y'all. It's not about that. What did J. Cole say? I was hoping the music would speak for itself, but the people want everything else.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Okay. I'm done.
All right, Bree.
Let's make it about the game. Bring basketball back.
No, I feel you, but I think that at this point, to Transformers' point, with social media and with your point, with the amount of money that's out there, it's hard to make it just about the game. And in fairness, that started in the Michael Jordan era and so on, moving away from it just being about the game. I mean, and if we're honest, even going back to there's a commercial in the 80s with Magic, Isaiah, Dr. J, Bird. No, Dr. J wasn't in it, but Bird, Bernard King, all them dudes were rapping with the Converse weapon, you know? And so it's, that's been growing and growing and growing to the point we see now since then. So I can't blame it all on this era. So, but you do make a good point that it does need to come back to the game, but I think the money is too big and social media just makes it too difficult for it to be only about the game. But I feel you though.
Drama, controversy, rage bait, sells.
Facts.
If you guys have been paying attention, Asante Samuel said that Cam Newton was not a game changer. And pretty much all football's podcasts, they said it had something to say about it. Got a lot of people talking about it. Asante Samuel came on Cam Newton's show and literally said, Cam Newton's a game changer, man. But it's rage bait. I'm like, there you have it. You're going to see a lot of, like, dollars are being made with some of the worst ideas and some of the worst topics of conversation, because they know that we're going to do this. Now, we're going to spin our airways and we're going to talk to it, and YouTube is making $1. So guess what? YouTube is going to pay the NBA to make the dollar. NBA is going to pay the NBA players to make the dollar. And it's just cycles through just like that. So yeah.
Do you think KD, and then I'll sign off so I don't hold up the line, but do you think KD is complaining? Because I think someone made this one earlier. Do you think he knows that he's not in the GOAT conversation these days? Because, I mean, Jokic getting a lot of attention. Everybody but him is getting attention, and his clock is running down.
He's not near it.
You think he's complaining at this point because he knows his legacy is going to be tarnished if we continue to reshift the narrative on what the ring and how important it is? Does that make sense what I'm saying?
I do get what you're saying, but like I said, I think it's disingenuous for him to act like the rings aren't important when he made one of the biggest moves in NBA history to go get rings. And then he knows that he has failed. It hasn't all been his fault, but he knows he's failed since that time, and that people acknowledge it. Like, okay, you left Golden State and you haven't been able to win since then. People acknowledge that. And we know
third team since then?
Yeah. And we know that there's, like Transformers said, there's context to that, right? Injuries and all types of things. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. And here's the thing. Unless you really dig and do research, as time goes by, only the end results matter. Like, nobody looks at the context after a certain point, unless you're like, an NBA historian.
Wilt Chamberlain.
Right. Nobody looks at the context.
Exception.
Right.
Yeah, there's going to just come a time where that doesn't matter. All they're going to look at is, he joined up with this loaded team, won 2 championships, left, and once he left, he couldn't win anymore. And that's all that history is going to say. So,
They're going to look at the only loss. Like, what? He made it another time, but who did he play?
True.
Yeah.
So, yep.
But
you got anything else, Bree?
Nah, it's always a pleasure and honor to talk with y'all.
No doubt.
Always.
We appreciate the call, Bree. Thank you so much.
We're going to chop it up.
Yeah. And if you know bull, you know ball.
If you know bull, you know ball.
All right, here we go. Take this one. Take it easy.
If you know soap, you know how to wash.
Shut up, man. Nino, what's good, brother? Nino, what up?
What up, man?
Maintaining, brother. How are you?
Doing good. I think it's a disconnect right now.
You think what?
I don't think you. I think you. I'll be telling what you be doing, Bruce. I think Transformer. I'm starting to believe Transformer do this too. I don't know how much media besides y'all that y'all pay attention to. If you just said a while ago that nobody would compare Draymond and King Martin, and that's been a debate going on a month of who's the better player. You didn't know that?
That's absurd, though. I remember we I think we talked about it on this show. That's absurd. Like, that's not a real debate. Everybody knows that's not a real debate.
No, but no, they don't. People arguing for both sides.
No, but listen, just because people argue for both sides, Nino, nobody really believes that Draymond Green is a better player in Kenya. Nobody believes that. No.
You can't say that, and this is what KD's talking about. This is what the ring culture has done.
Okay, all right.
This is not from y'all perspective, or you talking with sense. You like, okay, if you're a great player, you're a great player, but if you got a ring, or you accomplish certain things, you are over a guy. That's all that basketball logic. Most of that is going out the window. How many times have you heard Stephen A. say he don't care what a player does in the regular season, but then turn around and complain about the games? But he said
that's a great point.
I don't care what you do in the regular season.
That's a great point, Nino. No.
And everybody, and a lot of the media has adopted that. So y'all want us to believe that y'all care about an All-Star game.
I do.
We can drop 40 and play hard in the regular season, and you say you only care about what we're going to do in the playoffs. So wait a minute.
Okay, so for me, I do care about the regular season, and that's a great point, Nino. I can't even really argue that. I'm saying for me, the regular season matters, but legends are made in the postseason, right? Like I'm gonna go back to my guy Dream that I always talk about. You know how much I love him as a player. His legend is made in the postseason. Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, all these guys, their legends are made after the regular season is over. So my only thing is it's disingenuous to act like that's not the case. Yes, you have to have a good regular season or very good to set up, your postseason, positioning and seeding. I totally get that. But where legends are made, and it's not just basketball, this is every sport. Legends are made when it counts most, and that's playoff environments.
That's a fact. There's two different arguments, though. How many times did you hear? I grew up watching Sports Center now, and we waited for it. And I never heard this type of commentary that these games don't matter. They just wait till the playoffs and discussing player legacy all day long. There's debate shows. There was barbershop talk.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I heard y'all, them talking about in the barbershop.
Mm-hmm.
So I think KD is the perfect example because he showed us. KD was saying the whole time, like, hey, y'all do I'm playing with Russell Westbrook. They think he's better than me, and I'm making it work over here. I can go over here to this team and turn around and be the best player. Show y'all I'm the best player. I could stay over here. And what if I was drafted to this team? I would have probably won multiple rings. But I get the rings. Now y'all saying, but you can't have this team and that player. So KD like that. Wait a minute. Y'all want to have context when it matters.
Mm-hmm.
But you speaking from a different point of view. That's why I told you this is better than Stephen A. I ain't trying to, I like Stephen A. the way he used to do, but the debate show media, y'all a long way from that. But y'all let go into debate, but it's more so breaking down stuff too. His hot take media is what KD's talking about. That's fair. What I'm trying to get y'all see. This is what he's talking about.
That's fair, Nino. That's fair. Yeah.
But that's all I got. Because, AI my favorite player. I couldn't imagine hearing the stuff that I hear about some of these guys, like, trying to persuade it. You couldn't say that about AI coming up. Like,
right.
Well, I thought AI was Kobe. So I got a little older and, like, Kobe a little different. He's a little different.
Kobe a little different.
He's a little different. My basketball now got on up there. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
When I was coming up, I didn't. So that's all it is, man. So that's all I got.
Yeah. No, man, those are great points, Nino. I appreciate you as always, man.
All right,
brother. Good night.
All right, bro. That's like my bro, man. He's a huge Tracy McGrady fan, man.
Yeah.
You can't tell him nothing else but Tracy McGrady.
Yeah, he need to chill with that. Sean, what up? Sean, what up?
You in the tub again, man?
Sean? No, not that Sean. Nah.
Oh, okay, my bad.
I can't hear him at all. I guess he's gonna have to call back. Bruce, so you call. Go ahead, give us a call back, man. Facts, Steve. Yes, he
has
had
for 2028.
Yes.
Wait, I thought it was Twizzler for 2028.
Hey,
he never gotta get 2032.
Hey, look, maybe y'all gonna run together. You know what I'm saying?
Well, who's president? Who's vice?
Sean, what up?
Man, what's up, guys? What's up, Transform?
Maintain, what you got, brother?
Listen, man, I like KD. I used to be a big time KD fan when in OKC days, but this is in fan form, and this is why I don't know why you complain about ring culture when you are a part of the problem that you complain about.
Yep.
You went from a team that was loyal to you, that you have all the help, you have amazing talent. You actually had a potential dynasty in your hand with James Harden and Russell Westbrook, and instead you went to Golden State Warriors.
Well, Harden got traded.
Ring culture, huh?
Well, Harden got booted. That wasn't on him.
Yeah,
it was just him and Westbrook.
He forced his way out.
But my point I'm saying is that you can't complain about ring culture and then say, these fans, they created this angle about, we have to win championships all the time. But you went to a team that won a championship against the Cleveland Cavaliers when LeBron came back. You can't just say that and then you just like, I hate ring culture. After you win 2 rings, your only 2 rings with Golden State Warriors in their prime. That is a con that you made to yourself, sir. And then when you got Golden State Warriors, went to Brooklyn, what happened? You didn't even win nothing. And that is despite even when you come back and you had that amazing triple-double performance in the playoffs. What happened? All that is gone once you actually step up that line. And then what happened then? You went to Phoenix. You didn't even bring no greatness to Phoenix. All you did is to force them to make them to play, the way that you wanted to play, which is all offense, no defense.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like saying, like, I'm going to complain about something that I made a decision for myself, and then after all that, I'm going to put the accountability on someone else outside of me. No, this is your fault, bro.
I agree. Like I told Bruce, man, it was. I can hear the message. It's just the wrong messenger. Like I said, if this came from like a Dame Lillard or like a Chris Paul or somebody like that, then I'm like, okay, all right, this is a little bit more substance, maybe, and they probably would have dove more into what they're trying to say. But it's like, bro, you did one of the most egregious moves in NBA history to go get you 2 rings, right? And you've been trying to replicate it ever since. You've been trying to, and it's failed on multiple occasions. Oh, is that official?
Now you think like this. Huh?
No, I'm sorry. I think a trade just came through, man. I'm sorry.
I mean, hey, Trae Young. I mean, congratulations on going to the mid-range. You know what I mean? Hopefully, Steph had all the way to the Hall of Fame. That's probably it. But about like people saying like, oh, we make excuses. Like, why one person is making excuses for this guy while the other guy don't. Listen, I don't make excuses for anybody. Listen, I'm a Kobe Bryant fan. I consider him like, top 5, top 3. But I never made excuses for his losses. Not even one time. If you lose, you know what I mean? That's on him. The best player always gets the blame.
That's right.
But these Brown fans, bruh, there's like a different animal when it comes to avoiding accountability.
All right. We're not.
Yeah, we're not finna dive into that one, man. Good call, Sean.
Appreciate you, Sean.
I was just saying, we need like people gotta be keep it 100 all the time. You gotta just stop with this whole narrative.
No doubt, man. Appreciate the call, brother. Thank you, man.
All right.
The cameras catch Hawk Star saying bye to teammates and coaches during the Pels game. He was traded mid-game. But I told you the Wizards for CJ McCollum. What I call that? 2 days ago?
What's up, Edward?
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, Transform, what's up, bro? Look, so does this okay, let me ask y'all this, man.
The disrespect gonna stop. The disrespect gonna stop.
Hey, you damn right it's gonna stop, bro, because I'm tired of you. Hey, you've been disrespecting me in the chat and calling me out on your show. You acting like money making Mitch's little brother. You being a poo putt.
Whatever, man. Go ahead with what you got.
Anyway, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Hurry up. Let's keep going.
Bruce, you remember on your show, man, you said if KD win a championship in Houston, you say that this championship means more than all sports.
That's right.
Man, that's a hot take. But anyway, so with him saying what he's saying now, would you take that back?
No.
Why not?
I still wouldn't.
Even if he said wing culture was weird, you still wouldn't take that back.
Well, listen, we've already exposed the nonsensical nature of those comments, but why would I need to take it back? I would still feel like if he won a title in Houston, it would mean more than LeBron's because he didn't team up to do it.
Okay.
You all right? Get some water, man. You need breath mint? Something? Man. Go ahead.
Man. Hey, yo, dude, my God, you, man, hey, you old heads, I swear. Anyway,
you're not that much younger than me, man. Chill.
Hey, bro, hey. Now, with that being said, man, with his comments, man, it's half and half. I mean, like, I get what he's saying, then I hate that he's saying it. Like my brother said, he liked the message, but it was it's just the messenger that said it. Yeah. But hey, man, with the stuff that's going on, man, it's like, man, hey, hot, try to start, stuff. And plus, he's been on podcast after podcast, and I think he got his own podcast with the boardroom and stuff like that. So, I mean,
I thought he was just featuring. Man. He's on a show. He's on his actual podcast now.
Yeah, he got his own podcast. It's called the Boardroom. I think that's what it is. That's one of his.
I'll be damn. We're screwed.
Yeah.
We're gonna get a lot more. We're gonna get a lot more topics.
Yeah, that and plus, we got the Rich Paul and Max Kellerman going on.
Yeah. But let's stay on topic, Edward. Can you do that?
Yeah, we're staying on topic, so let's keep going. So with that, oh God, Bruce, I hate doing this. So I kind of agree with you saying, man. Jesus Christ, man. I really do, man.
Wow. Okay.
We're getting somewhere.
Nah, not really, because he already took me to the Wax Museum, and I had to agree on some stuff that he had sent me. But anyway, so now we just saw. I'm gonna hurry up and get off the phone with this. We just saw a trade went down. Mm-hmm. Bruce, I already talked to you about it. Mm-hmm. Transformer. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
With Trae Young going to Washington for CJ. Now,
what about it?
Alex, he was their number one pick. What was that?
Alex Saw.
2023?
Alex Saw.
24.
24? Okay, it was 24. Could you think that he can make him a better player?
No.
I understand with the defense and all that, but I'm talking about his position, his style of play, like getting like how he did for Clint Capella.
He didn't make Clint Capella better. Why do you keep saying that?
No,
Clint Capella was doing the exact same thing playing in Houston with Harden.
Bruce, I was asking Transform too, but here you go, man.
But why are you asking him a lie?
Go ahead, bro. Jesus Christ, Bruce. Okay, I should have said, okay, if I had said James Harden, I get it. He was in Houston. I got that. But I'm talking about how he was when he was in Atlanta.
God dang it, man.
But you're saying he made Clint Capella better. He didn't make Clint Capella better. He was doing the same thing that he was doing in Houston. So your whole premise is flawed. You can't build a house on a faulty foundation. The house is going to collapse.
But what I'm saying is that, man, CJ, he couldn't, be that passing the distributor like Trae Young. That's what I'm saying. Do you think Trae Young can do that for Alex? That's what I'm saying.
No.
Now that you have phrased that and framed it properly, you can ask your question.
And you said no, Transformer. Why is that?
Wizards suck. Trey sucks. It's just gonna suck.
Damn.
Oh, man, hold on. We can't just sit there and act like Trey
Ball
sucks.
and LaMelo Ball is now in Washington.
I mean, we can't sit up and act like Trey didn't suck. He did put the New York Knicks out the playoffs.
He made one run one time. Come on, man. Oh,
and
44
guess what?
for
Milwaukee
SGA tonight.
Was struggling.
Anyway.
Milwaukee was struggling against them too before they went to the finals. Did they not?
How long ago was that, Eddie?
Right.
Now we got goalposts. I got you, bro. I got it.
This shit was years ago. What has Trae Young done since then, sir? To make us believe that he can make another player better. I haven't seen it. This is like him going to Washington is an experiment. Damn, maybe late. Have a good one. Him going to Washington is an experiment, and he just needed to get out of Atlanta.
Okay, so he's just going to be trashing in Washington for next season. I know this season right now, Washington is not going to be doing crap. I get it.
They're not going to be doing nothing next year either.
Okay, you know what? Just like y'all said about the Carolina Panthers, I'm just going to sit back and be quiet and just wait.
It's a whole lot tougher to do in the NBA, sir.
Okay.
Hey, by the way, Edward.
NBA got some juggernauts over there.
Edward,
don't you talk about
before you go.
You better not talk about Joel Embiid. They played against the Washington Wizards. Don't you do it.
44 for SGA tonight. Good night, sir.
You said what?
44.
They won the game. Yeah.
Tonight, and they won.
And guess what? It had to go against overtime against Utah. So what are you talking about?
Amazing how you're always
the dub was there, Eddie. Let it go. The dub is what matters.
No, not to him. This hurts him every time SGA plays well, and he knows why. He knows why.
Why? No, I don't know why.
You know why?
No, I don't. Tell him why, Bruce.
Because of your Joker sexuality. It hurts you to see anyone else doing anything. That's what it is. You know what it is. That's why you laughing like that. You know what it is.
Oh, man. Hey, man. Y'all get the like and subscribe for these guys on here, especially that dude with that black jacket on, man, with the glasses, man. I'm going to holler at y'all, bro.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
All right, B. Love you, man. Bruce, you
love you too.
You, bro.
You be you.
All right, B.
What?
All right, brother.
Max Crosby has meniscus surgery?
Hey, young disciple, call in, man. We'll take your call, and then we'll get to the next topic after that. I want to make sure I get you in. Go ahead. Give us a call, brother. Yeah, another freaking, what you call it, 32 for Embiid tonight. YD, what's good, brother?
Hey, what's up, bro? What's up, Brody?
Maintain, man. How we doing?
What's poppin' with y'all? Hey, man. So when did this ring coaches here start, bro? I'm just asking, like.
So,
because to me, it started with Jordan.
I think honestly, I think it started before that, and that's why we read the quotes that we read. We think. Well, let me not speak for we. I'm speaking for me. I believe all the all-time greats were obsessed with winning, right? That's why I read the quote of, Jerry West with how much it hurt him to lose in the finals. And there was a ton of quotes from the great Mr. Russell about winning and, so on and so forth. So I think it's always been a thing. I do. What my greater issue is.
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you, bro.
Okay.
What my greater issue is somehow you have players of a certain generation who are now trying to downplay the importance of rings to I'll say manipulate what I believe is manipulate the narrative, but that's me.
So you think so every player that ain't never won, they're a loser, right?
I don't think that at all.
Okay, so which is it? Because you saying that players was obsessed with winning, like it's a whole bunch of players that didn't win. Jerry West won one time. Okay, so the difference is, bro, if Jerry West came up right now in the time that we living in right now, he would be a loser, right? He would be a failure, right?
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, granted, he did win one, but he lost 8. So that's I don't know how you can't get around that. And let me say this. Hold on, real quick.
So we know ring culture.
He's a failure. Hold on, he's a failure in the context of when you measure him against the all-time greats.
Exactly, but he's a logo. Jerry West, as long as Jerry West was here, and right now, he's known as an all-time great, right?
Yes.
So we know ring culture didn't exist then because he's the logo. So we can agree on that it didn't exist then. So you're saying so after that, right? I'm saying did Elgin Baylor ever win?
No,
I'm saying
he
right
just missed it. He retired the year before.
Bro, I'm saying right now, bro, in the clock that like this right here is different, bro. This right here, and how y'all saying that I completely disagree with y'all when y'all saying that KD like it's the wrong messenger. Nigga, like that's he experienced it. He went through the shit. Like he's telling on himself. That's why I know what he's saying, nigga, is genuine. When him or LeBron say anything about ring culture, bro, they standing from a standpoint, nigga, of falling victim to it because they both did. Like you understand what I'm saying? They both fell victim to it. They not saying that bro. They can't soften the blow, bro. That already happened. Like so everybody's mind is made up about that. So when y'all say they saying stuff like no, bro, they saying they standing from a point of view that they done it. Like who I'm saying who better to talk about that nigga than LeBron or KD? Like that's what I'll be saying. Like sometimes y'all be looking at stuff from everything that they say, bro. I'm saying, my nigga, I just don't think every moment and every statement that they make, bro, that they trying to like create a soft landing, bro. At some point in time, bro, like a dude just being like genuine and real, bro. Like, especially when they talk about stuff that, man, you don't think, bro, because y'all say that everything that like these dudes say, bro, is like premeditated. They know what they do. So you don't think that they know saying stuff like this, bro, opens them up, bro, for y'all to say what y'all say? I'm just being 100, bro.
I want to understand because the reason why we say wrong messenger is because you attribute it to it. That's like a thief telling the public who's in prison for thieving that, you know, stealing is wrong. You shouldn't steal. Like, but you're in prison for stealing. Like you're telling me something that you've already done, but it was still wrong. So you could be real genuine and wrong at the same time. It could still be the wrong messenger. Like, I don't want to hear about not being a gangster from a gangster. Like, don't tell me not to be a gangster, but you a whole gangster. You hear in my face.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. But you just said it. You just said you don't want to hear about it so you just said it, bro. You say you don't want to hear about it for somebody that's that. Like. So what I'm saying is that. Like, bro, would you rather hear it from somebody that experienced it? I heard y'all say, listening to y'all would rather hear this from Damian Lillard. Bro, Damian Lillard don't got that. Bro, you gotta have expectations, bro, for ring culture that even matter to you, bro.
I said Chris Paul. I said a couple other names, but you know, you just.
I mean, that's my only point, bro. That's my only point. Everything that they say, bro, like it's not from a standpoint, Bruce, bro, trying to make a soft landing, bro. A narrative, bro. Y'all gotta stop that, bro. Like,
well, I totally disagree, but okay.
You think everything they say, bro, got something to do with a narrative, bro?
They talk constantly about how LeBron is forward thinking. I'm just using LeBron in this example, not to take the conversation there, but how he's forward thinking, how he's extremely crude, how he's extremely calculating, how everything he does and says has been planned and created going forward.
Bruce,
Everyone says that.
Bruce, who say that, Bruce?
Everyone says that.
No. I'm saying, give me a name. Like, who says that? Like, tell me.
We know Stephen A. says that. I've heard Wilbon say that.
Okay.
I've heard Skip Bayless say that. I've heard Dan Patrick say that.
Listen,
everybody in the sports media says that.
Yes, bro. All those people that don't even know LeBron, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying.
None of those people know LeBron. Nick Wright. Okay, Nick Wright knows LeBron. Windhorst knows LeBron. Thank you, K-Sports.
Listen, bro, and what you were saying earlier about the 6 losses, like, and all that, bro, bro, that's the toxic. That right there, bro. That's the toxic part of ring culture, bro. bro, ring culture, bro. What it does is, bro, it just highlight winners, bro. But it's void of context, bro. Like that's what I'm saying, bro. And then y'all wonder why. Listen, bro. All the stuff that y'all and I'm gonna include you, Bruce, and then I'm gonna get off the phone, bro, because I know you got other stuff to do, bro. But all the stuff, bro, that people like you put like how y'all put LeBron through the ringer and y'all criticize every little thing, like all that does is give people the license, my nigga, to do that with other players. Like I think that's what y'all don't get, bro. So what dudes do is that the same way that y'all is with LeBron, what they start doing is they start being like that with everybody except for the player that they root for, and that's how y'all find players with that's how y'all find dudes like with that y'all think should be top 10, bro, and all that, bro. But they get done, it's just bro. Y'all gotta stop this, bro. Y'all got Bruce. I expect more from you, Bruce.
Okay, man. I
appreciate it, though, bro.
I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the call, man. Bruce, man, you got 2 minutes, man. Hurry up and call in, man. You got 2 minutes. Go. Hurry up. Oh, I don't know. Okay. What are you laughing at, man?
You.
Why you You know what? I ain't messing with you, Transformer. Lucky you're my partner, man. My partner.
Boot me off the show, man. Boot me.
Nah, you the man.
I'm a log back in.
It ain't gonna be right without you. Oh man. Okay. All right.